as a pageant mother. Jinmyung. How much could he have wept from the mist-veiled dawn to get such red eyelid? How much lamentation would have made his throat hoarse? The melodies of the strings instrument striking the heartstrings make even prodigal son pageant break apart. Aze breathes her last between inhalation and exhalation. The skies, thunders, and lightnings fall down entirely. The ginkgo tree couch where she had lain all her life loses its fragrance and yield to grief. The string trembles with sobbing tunes to turn into mother's affectionate hands. The weeping is gradually appeased. The air is scraped by pathos and grief. Everybody, when fate comes near, must go to mother's homeland, leaving behind the soul's echoes. Even if the sky and the earth have stories to tell. Readers, embrace the sun. Jinmyung. Wandering readers amble toward the sun. Past the three-way and the six-way intersections, the crossroads proceed toward the sun and embrace the sun. Leaves in full blossom. Fly away when the wind's hand touches you, without looking back. Pray survive anywhere and safeguard life. Leaves that waver in the wind did quite well. You who wander in search of beloved persons, past the three-way and six-way intersections, the crossroads, advance toward the sun and embrace the sun with passion. The earth has ears. Jinmyung. The earth has ears. It hears the wind for millennia. The dead are born to proceed to their mother's womb. The vacant sky has a mouth. Birds collect the vacant sky's sound to carry them here and there. The hills and fields transcribes them. I lean over a tree and sing a duet with the leaves above the forest. The sky has a mind. The sky smiled brightly. The sky wept with me for 3 days when mother died. The earth has ears. It hears the wind for millennia. The living die and return to the arms of the earth. Jewel first. Jinmyung. In order to become a jewel, you must be very, very hard and very, very beautiful, and be able to be preserved forever. At this moment, You who are standing before me are none other than my jewel. Jewel, Jinmyung Kim. All may be equally stones, if the stones you meet on the way are found to be stepping stones. They are jewels indeed. If they are stumbling blocks, they are simply lovers. Mother's Daybreak Prayer, Jinmyung Kim. Mother goes to say the daybreak prayer each morning along the grayish path. She goes to meet the baby Christ lying in the manger, bearing her dead child resembling a potsherd. She passes by Herpes Wave at gray dust. She empties her mind, going the roundabout way, toward the sky unfolding between tiny ripples and big waves. Mother, like a crying, fretful baby, joins both hands and prays with stunned heart, roaming through the vacant sky like a dry twig. Mother upholds a piece of your word. A hard day devoutly receives the rain of grace. Poetry of Fire, Jinmyung Kim. Cupping my chin in my hands, I look at the radiant gesticulations of the campfire dances. The poetic idea in the brain look into the flames. My face blushes red hot, falling into oblivion. My poetic words leap into the campfire flames, and the poetry of fire agonizes. The flames live and glow like stars. My mind flies through time-space, flaring up. The Superman's soul, burning flesh and bones, scorches the impurities in the mind-vacant place. The poetry of fire lingers in the ashes kingdom, and I appease the clear and pure white flames. Canvas Sunflower, Jinmyung Kim. I saw the sunflower drawn by Van Gogh. It looked like a brush doused with yellow paint, was jumping around all over the canvas. Each time the sunflower blossoms screamed. I could see the path the sunflowers had fared. They reflected a mind directed toward a single person. The wrinkles of the leaves trembling abjectly, with bowed heads, and the flowers' solitude were intense. Over the canvas, where you hallucinate sounds, the sunflower is a blossom with its ears cut off. A fascinate brush was letting the sad sunflowers bloom with yellow flames, which proclaimed, I draw what I feel, and feel what I draw. Time of nomadic life. Jinmyung. I'm a nomad, slugging a guitar on my shoulder. I open the day and become a free gypsy blowing dust. I become a mere breath of wind, people becoming a fossil leaf. Every evening, the twilight hangs over my shoulder, console me like the cementous flowers. In my pocket, a few family faces smile in the photograph. One more day passes, wind races along the solitary path, bend after bend. The mist falls deep, and the valley reflects the day, facing the sky mirror. A person I met, a person I once loved, departs far away like a speck of cloud. The wind is sad, the wind lingers, and a star billions of light years ago ride the time each day. I become a nomad till I meet you. 격포 채석강 cliff. 진명김. When I go to 격포 채석강 cliff, I find the golden sea rolling under the sunset, more rapturous than the sunrise soaring red. The footpath from Saemangum to the 격포 port. The sea leads to the village to the sea. The sea smells of flesh. When croakers come nurse in the sea of 격포, they leap up over the sea, croaking like frogs. At the sound of the males calling females, the fishermen dream of full loads of fish. Before 채석강 cliff, which has read 10,000 books, the evening twilight casts its body into the sea in a jiffy. The sky and the sea drink together as friends. Venus rises in the skies, vacant places where the twilight sets. A toast to myself. Jinmyung. My eyeballs reflected in the wine glass tremble. The glass peers into me transparently. I drink more and more. In a flash of the wine reveals itself. The wine tumbles, roaming here and there. Wine flows down the uvula, fumbling inner organs and bone joints, circulating through the whole body moaning. Life shakes, the whole world stirs, collapsing toward you over and over again. I propose a toast and pour wine into my throat. I find a single tear in the empty glass. I pour it over the crown of the head. The soul's essence goes in. I hurl on my life's priming water again. I discipline my stumbling mind. I drink the toast to myself. You here and now. The ears are listening. Jinmyung. At the sight of a tasty thing, saliva gathers in the mouth. The tongue buzzes on the quiet and smacks its lips. The tongue comes forward to check the condition of health. When the body hardens, the tongue stiffens beforehand. When praised and encouraged, the tongue turns soft beforehand. Endorphins gathers around the excited tongue, preventing cancer and other diseases. A loving word, a thoughtful word. Ears are listening beside the tongue. Trap. Jinmyung. A king spider in Mount Cheonggae is waiting hatching time. The spider has woven a slanting web the size of a shield between the branches and the leaves, but not a single fly has been caught. What could have happened to the clever and pathetic trap made by the spider? The breeze shakes its trap, which glitters in the sunlight. No life is likely to offer its facility. The spider begins to weave its web again. It should be a tight net which doesn't tremble even in the wind. The wind is the pitfall and trap. Following in the wind footsteps, you meet death, which is waiting. If you follow the sunlight, you face death. The spider's web hangs between life and death. The trap, which approaches everyone like fate, stands before you. Spores. Jinmyung. A star dozing on a spring day came into my body, riding on the wind. A speck of dust roaming the universe. Finally perceived the star's moment. The dandelion spore, which came riding on the wind, planted its roots of nidana in the good earth. Wondering how much time has elapsed and how far it has traveled, I find the dandelion spore wearing white wings is flying westward. An annual ring coils around me. In between breath and breath. Jinmyung. Breaths sunk in the water. Breaths that have surfaced. Like amphibians which breathe doubly. A solitary destiny lives between breath and breath. Laughter dazzling in the sunbeams. A bleak solitude where darkness falls. Breaths cohabiting under the same roof. A dark night comes between breath and breath. The stars that follow after Polaris linger between night and dawn. The departing dreams withdraw like winds. The remaining dreams stake their life fiercely. Honeysuckle tendrils, Jinmyung. Honeysuckle tendrils are scrambling up the hill. Looking at the honeysuckle tendrils in full blossom all along the mountain path, I weave a basket with honeysuckle tendril and place it at the front door. I put a sunflower vase resembling me in the honeysuckle tendril basket at the front door. It seems as if a 7-year-old daughter is sitting in father's knee. Father, are you looking?